Welcome to day 18 of the Digital Clean Sweep. Today we're cleaning up a familiar space, Google Slides. But we're not opening Slides directly. I tried that earlier and it kept freezing up on me. So instead, we're going to start in Google Drive and use filters to find exactly what we need without the frustration. So let's open up Google Drive and click on My Drive from the left-hand navigation bar. First, I want to locate any rogue slide decks that I forgot to name. We've all had those moments when we just needed a quick presentation and we're in a hurry. So hopefully there won't be too many of those that need my attention and review, but they'll be able to be found real quickly because they're going to have the word untitled in them. So I'm going to use this advanced filter, advanced search, but you could just click on type and choose presentation from this list, and you could click people and choose yourself as the owner. But like I said, I'm going to go here to the filters. I like to use my advanced search up here. So the type is presentation, the owner is me, and I want to find any that I created and did not take the time to title. I'm going to go ahead and click search. Okay, not too bad, but some of these are pretty old, showing that I haven't really done this task and cleaned it up as well as I thought every single year. So let's see. I will be opening each one of these to see what they are and see what kind of title they should have. Wow, this one is completely blank. That might happen to you too. So what kind of title? None. Let me drag this to the trash bin. Okay, so I'm going to go through that process for each of these, especially the ones that aren't even in a folder. But notice that some of these are still in a folder called Organize Me Please that I obviously have not gone back and organized. So start by taking a moment to decide if you're going to rename and save any untitled presentations and delete the ones that you don't need. So pause and do that first. All right, I was able to remove a bunch of untitled presentations that really either were blank or really were not useful. They were things I had started and never really finished. So maybe you ran into the same situation. Now let's change our filter a little bit so that we can find all the files, all the presentations rather, that were created or modified in the past year. By customizing our date range, we can get a focused list of slide decks that we have touched on over the past year so that we avoid feeling overwhelmed by all the years of files. So we're going to just zone in on what's been used somewhat recently. So make sure we've got presentation selected, owned by me. We can remove the word untitled. And the location, let's find presentations that are in your drive and set a custom date range going back 1 year. So just use the arrows to get back 1 year from now, and then choose today's date and search. All right. Now, I love that so many of these are in folders. If they're in folders, I'm probably not going to even mess with them. But the ones that say they're in my drive, that is the very top level of my drive. So I want to consider a place where those belong, or whether or not I even need to keep those for the coming year. So what I recommend to you is to look at this location over here. I wish we could sort by location, but I have not found a way. If anybody knows a way to sort it by location, I would love to know that. So That would make it so much easier because I am only going to look for the ones that literally are in that top level, My Drive, and then I want to decide where to put them. So I think I have subject area folders over here. If I select the arrow next to My Drive, and then here in my school, my main school folder, I have a lot of different kinds of folders, but I have some subject specific folders. So this spelling presentation goes in my ELA folder. And so it's not going to move from this list, but now instead of saying My Drive, it is in that folder. And that just makes me happier. It makes me feel like it's more organized. So I'm just going to keep scrolling, and I have found some more that have just My Drive, and these are some awards. So I'm going to look and see, yep, there's an awards folder. So I'm going to just drag those over into the awards folder. And then I'm going to keep on going with those kinds of things. So I've got some more awards files that can be moved there. You get the idea. So you can press Shift and click and highlight multiple ones at a time. So my goal right now is simply to not have anything just at my very top level. I like to have everything organized in folders. All of my presentations are named at this point. And the other thing I can be doing as I'm scanning through is just seeing, are there any presentations that I just feel like should be deleted, that I don't need to be able to come back to them, or I never really all the way used them, and I can clean these out. Another thing that I want to watch for are the words copy of at the front of a file. Sometimes I need a second version, but sometimes these are really just duplicates that we don't need. So that might be something that we can trash, but you've got to open them up. You notice that I've got these in the same folder. I've got an original. They're both started out as PowerPoint files and were translated into slide decks. So I would have to compare those and see if I need to keep them or not. So what I would probably do is I would probably right click and open this in a new tab, and then I would probably put it side by side. I'd pull it down and compare it side by side with the other version. So I would right click on that and open that in a new tab as well, and I would just pull them down side by side and give them a review to see, there we go, like this, and be able to compare them and just see if there was any difference or if it really was the exact same thing. Because if it's the exact same thing, I can get rid of the copy of. And so far, at a quick scan, I'm not seeing any real differences. So, were there two conclusions? Nope, just one. Yeah, I don't see any differences at all. So I should be able to delete the duplicated copy. If you're up for a little more, try adjusting the date range to look at some older files, but don't feel like you have to do it all today. Focus on the most recent slide decks for now and come back later if you want to dig deeper. Today's goal is a quick cleanup, not a total overhaul. This task probably feels a lot like what we tackled with Canva in day 17. It's all about clearing out the creative clutter so you can move into the new school year with more breathing room and less digital noise. So, let us know in the comments. Did you uncover a hidden gem today? A slide deck you want to reuse or even share with others? Tell us all about it in the comments. We're celebrating every step forward, and your small win might inspire someone else too. See you tomorrow for day 19.